So we made it to the Tibet-Butler Nature Preserve. We have never been here before, but we were in the mood for some hiking and some detoxing today. Are you excited, Brennan?
I'm excited. I'm going to put my phone away for the detox.
We're next to the Welcome Center over there. There's a map over here talking about the De Soto Trail. You are standing along the historic route of the conquistador Hernando de Soto and his expedition through the Florida Native American territories and his quest for gold and glory. So we are right here at the Tibet-Butler Nature Preserve. And yeah, we're here to explore and have some fun today. Comfortable?
No.
Okay. Alright, I think we are inside the Environmental Center here, where they have a lot of cool things to kind of like learn and play around with up here. Like you can explore the lakes in the area here, which is kind of a cool idea. They have some animals here that have been taxidermized. I like this. What's over here?
Little feet.
Little feet? Do they belong to this little guy? He kind of looks like Farley a little bit with a tiny little tail.
What's in here? Oh, I can't see you guys.
Oh, wow. Hello. Interesting. Brennan!
It's so quiet in here and I didn't expect that.
Alright, do you want to go outside?
Yeah.
Alright, I grabbed a map right here. We can see that the trails are ahead. Excited to do some hiking today?
Mm-hmm.
Hello. This is a sulcata tortoise. Neat. So we are filling out a little hiking log here so they can keep track of us to know where we are, how many in our party, what time it is. Can you tap Mickey and tell me what time it is?
It's 3:11.
It's 3:11. Right, so we're back at the map here. We are making a reference for all the trails and how long they are. These are not really that long at all. But we're right here. We parked out here. This was the Environmental Center. We might actually go this way and then turn right and go over the Fallen Log Crossing. Then maybe follow this up, go around the tar flower loop, I guess. You might see the Osprey Overlook over here. And then the Palmetto Passage kind of coming around here. These are not long trails at all, so we might just kind of do all of them. They seem really nice and fun. All right, we are on the Pine Trail. Brennan, isn't this nice?
This reminds me of like the stuff that I used to do a lot as a kid, just like growing up where I did. There was like weird trails like this and we would just walk and talk for, you know, like in the middle of the night, just stupid kid stuff, you know?
Yeah, I used to do trails all the time. I was in Boy Scouts, I'm an Eagle Scout, so trails and hiking are no strangers to me. Alright, looks like we already reached a junction in the path here. I think we are going to go to the right to go over the Fallen Log Trail. So the Fallen Log Crossing is right over here. There's a boardwalk. It's going to take us across some logs, and then we'll see where we go from there. So we're on the boardwalk now, and I think this right here is the Screech Owl Trail that I think just kind of wraps around and starts where we just started. Huh. And I guess this is the Fallen Log Trail because there are lots of fallen logs here. Still continuing along the boardwalk here, overlooking some marshy water. I am really into this. I don't know about you, but this is really nice.
It is really peaceful, and like I ended up putting my phone on airplane mode because I could tell that like being here I was checking my phone and I'm like, I actually hate this. Like I wish I left it in the car.
I am also not using my phone. It's in my pocket. I did bring it, but you know, for emergencies and stuff. I do have my camera, but that's just kind of to document the experience. I'm still taking it in, I promise. I've been pretty good about this, you know, vlogging for a while where I can experience something, but then also have a camera in my hand and kind of talk to it sometimes. All right, we are off the boardwalk now. I don't really know where we're going now, but we're making our way there. You know what's kind of cool? What? This preserve is literally right behind Magic Kingdom. Mm-hmm. So one of the busiest, if not the busiest, like tourist places in the world. There's a sanctuary of quietness and openness. What?
Look at this tree.
Oh. I think that's Irma right there still.
Yeah. Women's emotions.
Stop. What? Women's emotions. Well, she's not wrong, am I right, guys? Oh, okay. Well, so even though this sign doesn't really say anything at all, I think we've reached this crossing right here. We're gonna head over here to the left to go towards the, what is that called? Tarflower Loop. And then to the right, that is the Palmetto Passage. The trails here are definitely like really well kept. I think they're very open and spacious. And I do like those trails, but I'm also a pretty big fan of like just the, you know, cut through a forest kind of a trail. You know, like the ones that are just very made by foot traffic, I guess. Like those are nice, just being surrounded by trees and climbing over branches and rocks and stuff. I like that too. So I think I may have actually been misinformed. This, I guess, is the trail for the Palmetto Passage, I think. So I don't know what that other place was that we walked by earlier, but let's go back this way on the way back. All right, we have reached another juncture here. To the right, that is the Osprey Overlook, right over there. And then I think we're gonna go straight into this Tarflower Loop, right over here. You did not just do that. So I think we should go this way because this looks like the most woodsy area that we've seen so far. It's so quiet. I think that's like one of my favorite things, is that it's just so silent, and it's like a surreal submersion here of just like nature. I like that a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah?
And it's not that far away, like, to get to.
No, yeah. This was like a 10-minute drive from like my apartment. It was awesome. So I'm opening up the brochure that they have here, and for each of the trails they have a little like overlook guides. Right here we're on the Tarflower Loop. It says hike 1/2 mile through our oak scrub community and discover Florida's most endangered ecosystem. So it has like different plants and tracks and trees and stuff to look out for over here. So that's really, really cool. One thing we should have brought is, what, Brennan?
Water.
Right? I mean, these trails aren't challenging or long at all, but if you're hiking, it's always a smart thing to do to bring some water. All right, made it back to where we started, because that's where we walked into that trail. Now we're gonna go back here to the Palmetto Passage. I think we're gonna go to the Osprey Overlook, though, first. Osprey? Osprey? I don't know. But it's over here, and we'll come right back. So I don't know if you can hear it, but we can hear some chirping and some bird sounds coming from over there. There's the boardwalk for the Osprey Overlook. And also this trail is like getting more and more to my liking. This is kind of what I'm used to more, like I said earlier, like the roots and stuff. So I think that the chirping I heard was actually frogs. Those weren't birds. One thing about this camera is that when it's really quiet, there's a subtle rattling sound that I notice later after I like upload the video like into my editing program. And I think that that's the camera auto focusing, like the lens itself. Don't know how to get rid of that, but in times like that where it'd be nice for it to be like silent so you can hear like the sounds around you, like that's something I want to be able to get to and have. So maybe I'll figure it out eventually, and maybe I'll get like a good audio quality from this camera. I'd like to. All right, we walked back down this way. Now we're turning left to head into the Palmetto Passage. Apparently this trail is for the adventuresome only. This 1 mile trail features many trail hazards, including plow lines, roots, and water. All right, I'm excited for that. I like challenges. I can kind of see what they meant by like adventuresome. Like you can't really bring like a wheelchair or like a stroller through here. Like we saw a family earlier that had a stroller that they probably would have a little bit of trouble making it down this trail. All right, so we just came from this way, but there's a trail going this way. There's a trail across over there, and there's also a trail going this way. And there's a giant puddle in the middle of the trail down there. I'd like to think that this is like a service road right here, so that we don't need to go this way. And then, oh look, there's Brennan. Okay, she knows where we're going, that's good. All right, that was a little bit confusing, but we are back on track. Or back on trail, as I should say. This is a little bit scary. There's no railing or anything. It's a little bit shaky right here, just like I like it. Nice. It's kind of muddy down there.
Oh.
Are you gonna jump?
I don't know how sturdy the rest of it is.
That was scary.
No going back.
I'm gonna come along the side here. Just kind of step across, grab a tree, and I'm safe. Yet again, we have now come to a crossroads. I think that this is just a service road, I'm pretty sure, because you can see all these huge tire tracks that have been kind of flooded and super muddy. But I think we're going across there. That's the continuation of the trail. You know, I hope this is the right way.
Roy.
That'd be nice. I mean, it's still definitely a trail, right?
Barely.
We're going somewhere, that's for sure. Well, I think we're still going the right way because there's still another one of these totally helpful signs right here.
It's starting to rain a little bit.
I think that's just like residue from the trees. I don't think it's starting to rain. Like, I think it did rain because everything's like kind of wet and muddy. I don't know, maybe it is gonna start to rain. Oh no! All right, here's a real sign. We are still on the Palmetto Passage, so that is a good sign. Also, this tree is like acting like a cool little canopy. Where are you? Oh, there you are. What does this mean? Why do you put signs out here like this?
It depends on which way you're coming from.
I guess. Well, I guess here it makes sense because this is like that service road again. So it's like, oh no, the trail's this way, not this way. So that's helpful right there. But, oh yeah, service road, please stay on trails. And then they have these signs around here too telling you if you need assistance to call this number. This place is really well kept up. I do like it a lot. Don't you? Mm-hmm. Want to come back here one day?
Yeah.
I could do without the mud, I'll tell you what. Especially because I just vacuumed my apartment. First world problems, right? Alright, we've reached a dangerous place here because this is all water. It's not even mud anymore, it's just water. Now we're having to duck under trees and climb roots. This is my favorite part so far. I like this. Yeah, it is what I wanted. I can hear the traffic, so I think we're getting close. All right, we've reached some semi-dry ground. Now hopefully our muddy shoes can get cleaned off on this as we make it back to the car. You can hear and see the road a little bit over there, so that means we're getting really close to the end of this trail here. You're so graceful. This is interesting. Got a little makeshift kind of a bridge here. Interesting. All right, and it looks like we did it. We completed the Palmetto Passage. Here's another super helpful sign telling us where to go, because there's another road this way and then another road this way. So it looks like we're right here in this little juncture, and I think we're gonna go around this way. That's the pine, what is that called? The Pine Trail, the Pine Loop, the Pine something, the Pine Passage. I'm having trouble here, oh goodness gracious. The Pine Circle Trail, travel through Florida's most common plant community, the Pine Flatwoods on this 1 mile trail. Oh, this is 1 mile too? Uh-oh, look at all of these. They're everywhere. You can see the environmental center over there. So I think we just need to take this loop around the parking lot, and that'll be it. Ooh, we're crossing the road here.
Do you want to keep going this way or just head that way?
No, let's go this way. It just goes around the parking lot. There's a cactus here. That's crazy.
You've never seen a cactus before?
I've always seen a cactus. So the signs that haven't been helping us at all are telling us to go this way. But oh no! There's a giant tree, Brennan! You broke the rules!
I did.
No! Ugh. What are you doing up there? Get down!
No.
Young lady!
Yay!
I don't shake it.
Now what?
Alright, we survived the downed tree of misfortune. This trail is actually a little bit longer than I thought it was, but that's okay. Alright, and we did it. We made it back to this sign here. Remember, this is where we started because there's the boardwalk over there, and we came this way. So the environmental center is right back there. Alright, tap Mickey.
It's 4:53.
4:53. This is the one trail that we didn't do, just this tiny little screech owl trail. Instead, we kind of went this way. But there's a tiny little trail there you can also do when you come here. That looks like a little botanical gardens for like butterflies, I think. And then over here is more of an exhibit for a turtle or a tortoise or something like that, I think. All right, so that does it for our exploration of the Tibet-Butler Preserve. I had a great time today. Brennan, did you have a good time?
This was nice and relaxing. I liked it.
Yeah, so I hope we come back soon and try some more trails. This is really relaxing and fun. Highly recommend it. All right, have a good day, guys. Goodbye.